Hey, what's up, Cuz Walt? Welcome back, dude. Got to try to make some of that money back from yesterday. Spent it all on that freighter. So I'm about to hit up some of Sword's farms. I'm also gonna get the parts that I need to build a trade terminal on my freighter, so that I can see if I can actually purchase Omegon there, so that I can build my jetpack Theta. Oh, you asshole! Funny, what's going on, dude? Welcome back. Stark Wolf in the house. Do I have enough iron? Yeah. Don't need copper. What I really need is emerald, so that I can build that trade terminal. $500 emerald, 5 circuit boards exactly. I've got 250 emerald and 2 circuit boards, so I just need 3 circuit boards. So I'm gonna go to Sword Circuit City farm to snag those up. Um, and then I just need 250 more emerald. I have 15. Uh, what do you call them? Those power cells, the yellow things that you need all the time for technology. I had a pretty good day yesterday though, because I got 2 ships I really was excited about. The first one I got fair and square. The second one I used one of Sword's tricks to get it. And that freighter I just had to buy. No choice. I think it was just too badass. Yeah, I already did that in this system before. It doesn't really happen here. I've not really found a system or a trade outpost or a space station or anything that actually just straight up sells it, and I've not found it in the wild either. So I don't know if I'm just unlucky or what, but. I love how resources can be like underground like that, and then you've got to like blow holes in the ground to get to it or find a cave. So you're actually mining, you know, which is pretty cool. was there? Oh wow. Huge cavern of it. I'm gonna have to keep this planet's coordinates on deck. Stark says, Sword's features. Yeah, he doesn't call them exploits. He calls them features. I think that's to avoid any guilt of using them, isn't it? Alright, so whoppity whop. Got the emerald I need. So, got that. Got the voltaic cells. Yeah. Now I just need circuit boards. Now how did I get in here so I can get back out? There we go. I love that they added that quick menu. I know that's like such a small thing, but when you think about it, man, it makes a huge gameplay difference, doesn't it? Just sort of having that quick access down there. Because back in the old days, you had to pull this up every time and do something. And the flashlight, I think, automatically came on. Got Legend Productions in the house. What's going on, dude? I subbed to your channel, by the way. Great content over there, so if you guys aren't familiar, swing by Legend Productions and go sub that. It's got a pretty good fan trailer. See, that's why I need that jump pack theta, so that I can pull a Jez Jared and fly forever. Panda loved that fighter. Thanks, dude. I'm so stoked about it. Like, I already started outfitting it with some. I need to add some one more shield. I think I need a shield theta for it, and I need to add some more photon cannon stuff and some more phase beam stuff. But I pretty much got her set up, the white one, and then I just need to work on the blue one. I may not even fly my exotics anymore. I love the cockpit design of these fighters. Okay, pilots in the high economy systems normally carry rarities like Omegon, Vortex Cubes, etc. Yeah, I keep hearing that, and I'm sure that's true. But to a certain degree, it's like I've been in like flourishing economy systems and everything, and I've had no luck. So I guess it just really depends on a few different factors. But what's going on over here? All right, come on, Panda, you don't need it. And I broke my legs again. Hell yeah, we got Sword in here. What's going on, Sword? I know you're working right now, so thank you for taking the time. I'm actually going to be visiting your farms today to make some of that money back, dude, that I blew on that freighter, so thanks for slapping those together. I get to fight with this thing. Oops.
Warning. Threat detected. Hostile ships approaching.
Oh no, 3 stars. Hell yeah. First battle with my new fighter. Success. More Lemium. Stark says, heading to Circuit City this weekend at some point. Heck yeah, dude, you should. That's a great bro. I mean, 20 mil a pop. And then if you got gas harvesters and you're making like stasis devices or fusion igniters, dude, you're banking straight up. Like, it's a badass farm. Sword says, I sent a PM to you if you want to warp to the black sites, scan for trade posts. One of them has a trade station. Shelter really close by the farm. Alright. Any time, legend. Any time. You know, shout out to anybody in the No Man's Sky community, but you really do have some great content on there, and I really recommend people check it out. So, I subscribed it, watched it for like 30 seconds, and I was like, yeah, this gets one from me. 100%. So, just give yourself a pat on the back, dude. Alright. Go ahead and throw that emerald in there. Alright, let's do it. Oh, Jesus. Funnium says, yeah, Panda, it can be a pain trying to buy them if you have to cycle through a lot of the NPCs before you can find one, but when you do, whatever style ship that sells it, that ship will always... Nothing came after that. I'm not sure what the rest of that was supposed to say. I actually, I got some type of blueprint yesterday, that's going to help me make stasis devices, I think, or fusion igniter. But, I don't have enriched carbon. It's like the one thing I'm missing. to be able to make it. It's enriched carbon. But 18 million units of pop, I mean, that would change the game for me, dude. I could make a few hundred mil like in an hour and a half. Probably not that fast, but... Try a high supply economy system. Yeah, I need to buy that technology or find that blueprint or whatever to have like the system scanner and like economy scanner or whatever. I have a conflict scanner, I think, but I need to get that. Because I actually don't know what the economy of the system is until I arrive in it. So I've got to do like a lot of warping. Alright, let's go to the portal and go to Sword's Farm. Oh. Some pulse drive fuel will help. What's really cool about Swords Farms, actually, is that they have a trade terminal right there, so if you have enough exosuit inventory slots available, you can actually just sell them directly from there. So you can make whatever you need and then just sell it there, rather than have to fly to a space station or, you know, whatever. So he makes it so easy, you know? Like his farm builds are, it's like cut to the chase. Sweet, free preview of Circuit City. Yeah, because I definitely need, I'm not sure what happened in your last message either, Funny Imps. But yeah, I definitely need the economy scanner. I've always meant to get it, but like for whatever reason, I don't do like any of the objectives in the game. Like I don't, I still haven't finished the Artemis storyline or anything. I haven't done anything. I just haven't done it. The last thing I did was, you know, you get to decide what to do with Artemis, and that was all. So, shout out to Boondock for this comment right here. I'll tickle your panda. I don't know what that means, but it probably feels great. Alright, and then I'll need to pull up that portal address. Funny Imp says, basically if you see a blue fighter or red shuttle that sells a particular item, that blue fighter or red shuttle will always sell that particular item. Okay, I didn't know that. That's a great observation then. So pretty much if that's what you find in that system with a particular ship, those ships will always carry that item. That definitely would make sense. Alright, let's go to the data bank. Sword Farms, baby. The prestigious Sword Farms. Alright. You guys might want to write this portal address down. Bird. Tesseract. TriStar from Zelda. Man reaching for the sky. Death Star. Dragonfly. Diplodocus. Death Star. Bird. Hands up, don't shoot. I feel like everybody has a different name for those icons. We got Remus back again. What's going on, Remus? Thank you for joining. Triforce. Oh, there we go. I did. I did name it wrong, didn't I? Would I say TriStar? Fail. Thanks for correcting me, Remus. Someone in the chat's a Zelda fan. Cuz says, I love it when people describe the globes. Yeah, dude. I'm telling you, I feel like everybody's got their own name for that. Like, everybody. Like, I'm pretty sure no one calls that thing a Death Star, but, like, that's just how I see it, you know? Like, jellyfish, bird, tesseract, Death Star, whale, diplodocus. I don't know. What are some of the names you guys have come up with for that shit? Totally uncalled for. Should not have done that. You know what? There's probably some stuff in my high capacity cargo that I can just send to my freighter that like I just generally don't need. I don't know why I hang on to so much of this crap. There you have it, guys. Off in the distance is Circuit City. Sword, I think I'm going to create a farm called Best Buy just to piss you off. You should have some bases in Eisenheim, says Remus. Funny you say that, because the Galactic Consortium just started its own Eisenheim hub. And we're going to be seeding bases there. So, I might actually create another save, just to, like, fly through the center till I get to Eisenheim. And maybe start seeding some farms there myself. We'll see. And just to have a save in Eisenheim. I've not gone to any of the other galaxies in No Man's Sky. I've always stayed in Euclid, but anyway. For those that don't know, the Galactic Consortium has started an Eisenheim hub, thanks to Mighty Fox. So if you're in Eisenheim, and you're not part of a hub, you should start with that one. Alright. Star Bramble is the worst thing in the universe. 25 units a harvest, which means you've got to harvest an ass load of it. I'm trying to use your technique here, Sword, but I'm not doing so hot. Maybe I should slow down just a bit more. There we go. Yeah, I'm about to die. Whew. I used to play a lot of Zelda. Me too, dude. I was like, dude, Ocarina of Time, bro. And a lot of people disagree with this, but I really loved Wind Waker. The sort of like cel-shaded animated one where you got to sail the ship around and go to all those different islands and stuff. I for Nintendo GameCube, I love that one, dude. That was like one of my favorite Zeldas ever. Yeah, I got my own glyph names as well. Says Legend Productions, dude. It's fun, just like, and I think I'm pretty sure that I say something different every single time. Like literally, I say something different every time. Just whatever I'm feeling that week, whatever I feel like calling it, I guess. All right, how much? For players that are just like starting out, like you get the blueprint for circuit board pretty much right away whenever you're doing your base missions, and for every one that you build, you get 1.5 million units. Now, under normal circumstances, without a farm like this, it's hard to get those components organically, um, because the requirements that you need from all sorts of different planets are such that you'd have to do quite a lot of traveling. So it's important for new players to find some sort of community, whether it's the Amino Hub or the Galactic Consortium or whatever, that has a database of farms and planets and resources where you can quickly get that stuff so that you can make money and buy ships and get circuit boards and or just stuff so that you can buy a freighter generally. So I'm really big on buying a freighter right now. It's kind of my main thing I talk about, because I have a feeling that it's going to suck to not have one come No Man's Sky next. Alright, let me send some of this crap to my starship here. Now that the storm is clearing, I'll go back to picking this. Stark, how do you, or Sword, how do you get such straight lines? Whenever I've tried to plant stuff outside, it always gets cockeyed as I go along. I'm never able to get like perfectly straight lines. How are you pulling that off? Ooh. All right, awesome. Let's check the chat real quick. I won't participate in the hub building, but I will feel free to ransack your farm, says Remus. That's what they're there for, dude. Anybody that's seeding farms for the Galactic Consortium knows that coming in. We're not the sort of No Man's Sky community where you're going to be like writing short stories and your own sci-fi novels. There's a lot of them that already exist. One in particular is really good, is NMS Cafe. If you're looking to sort of have like a group where you guys chat and share pictures and stuff like that, that is going to be the perfect place for that. But the Consortium is, you want to hit a farm, wham bam, turkey and ham, get your money, and get out of there. Like that's what that's about. So we've got starships, freighter locations, farm locations. Like if you're trying to get units, that's the Consortium. So as the Eisenstein Consortium hub starts to build, people will be seeding farms in there, and our database of farms is going to grow for that hub, and there's going to be a lot of great farms to go see. So drinking beer this time, guys. Starting to run low on the gin. So like right now, this circuit board farm, as if you're only making circuit boards, you're going to make like 22 million units in just circuit boards. But what's really slick about what Sword does, especially if you live in the Consortium hub, because you can just fly instead of using the portals, he has them on planets where if you're putting gas harvesters there, then what's happening essentially is that you're putting gas harvesters on planets where you can get nitrogen and stuff like that, sulfurine and so on, so that you're getting the components also to make stasis devices or fusion igniters, whatever you're sort of trying to set up. So if you can imagine, every circuit board you make is like 1.5 million units, but every fusion igniter that you make is 18 million units. So at the very lowest level, this farm makes you 20 million units. But if you convert that to fusion igniters, now you're talking about something very, very different. So, and that is what's really cool about Sword Farms, is he has that sort of all planned out. So everything is meticulously thought out, and everything is in the right place. None of the planets that he selects for bases or for farms are random. They're all done with that in mind. let's send all this stuff off and start crafting. Gonna make as many heat capacitors as possible. So, in order to make a circuit board, you just need two things: heat capacitor and polyfiber. So obviously you make heat capacitors with selenium and frost crystal, and then polyfiber, you need cactus flesh and star bramble. So we're about to pick the cactus flesh here in just a second, and then those two things together should give us 22 circuit boards. Alright, so we'll go ahead and send that stuff over. And now we make the circuit boards. And there you have it. Total value, 22,728,750 units. And how long did that take at Sword Farms? Hardly any time. So you do that a few times a day and you know, you're well on your way. Cuz Walt says he's in Eisentime. There you go, dude. Cuz Walt says I jump on the planet and move backwards. It's my technique. Sword says Panda, you know how people have life coaches? Well, I guess what, bro, you're getting at No Man's Sky life coach me, and you're getting that tech built up, bro. The structure of that sentence made me feel really retarded. So, I don't think I read that correctly. I'm sorry. I might make another attempt. Let's see who all's left Swordson. Oh, so that's just Sword's logo there. Sword the Horde, I forgot about that nickname. Thanks for the unit, says Snortler UK. That's what's up, dude. So getting some visitors. Stark Wolf, you need to make sure you stop by, dude. You know. Now, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to sell all those circuit boards because a few of them, 3 of them actually, have to go to building my trade terminal on my freighter. But hopefully that gets me the Omegon that I need so that I can build some of that tech I've been waiting to build. So, pretty dope stuff. Dude, this creature, I love this creature. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. Like, what? It reminds me of those, like, islands from Mario. I don't know. Like, I've seen these pineapple aliens before, but, like, not that. Like, what is that? Dude. Oh my gosh. I love those weird, like, little creatures like that. Like little gumdrops jumping around. Come on, Panda, you're so weird. You're so goddamn weird. Bro, my traveler's gonna have some serious back problems in a few years. pretty cool screenshot, isn't it? Remus says, I fucking love Wind Waker. Still have it from my GameCube. Bro, I kind of wish I still had GameCube. But, you know. They keep coming out with so many consoles, you gotta trade up. Gotta trade up. I really want to get the Nintendo Switch. Like, pretty bad. One for that Zelda game, and then 2 for another game that I think it's called Yonder, but I watched L play it on a few of his videos, on several of his videos actually, and Yonder looks pretty cool, and it's coming to the Nintendo Switch, and I would love to have a Switch just to have something on the go, or like if, you know, people want to watch like TV, like my wife wants to watch TV in the living room, for example, I could just sit there and I have my Switch if I don't want to watch like some reality show she's watching. Now, I can sort of already do that with the PlayStation because of remote play. I could just plug my PlayStation controller in the laptop and, you know, sort of hammer it out like that too. But I've considered getting a PSP so that I can play No Man's Sky like anywhere in the house or whatever. So anywhere where there's a Wi-Fi connection. Remus says, I found the special GameCube edition with both Wind Waker and Ocarina of Time at the charity shop. That's what's up, dude. Funny Imp said, sorry if you sent anything to me, Panda, got called away. No problem, dude. I know some of you guys are working and lurking, so no big deal. Sword says, build iron corridors between domes. There you go. Cuzwalt says, gotta go. Nice to see you, Panda. Everyone in the chat, I'll try to make it back. Yeah, dude. Love that you stopped by, as always. We were streaming, me and HiddenJewAgenda were streaming Far Cry 5 together a few days back. And it was really cool because Cuzwalt like actually jumped in the chat. And I was like, whoa, like in the voice chat. It's really cool to put a voice with some of the names I see every day. Kind of makes it feel like we're all friends. Alright, so now I should have, actually not quite, I've got to go back to my other home base. But I've almost got everything I need to build that trade terminal. Man, Cuz is popular. Everybody's giving him a nice salutation there. It's a grind, but you will get that, Billy. Not sure where that fell in there, but I guess I missed the original comment. Ah, there we go. Tempest in the house. What's up, dude? What's up? Thank you for joining. Everybody give a warm welcome to Tempest, founder and CEO of the Galactic Consortium. Yeah. Yes, Stark Wolf. I'm surprised you didn't know that. You can actually, it came with one of the patches. You can actually craft multiple lines at one time. So whenever you're on an item in your technology menu, that your item menu that you're going to craft, you just press R1 and you just continue to hold it down, and it'll just maximize however many of them you can make and just automatically craft them with everything you have in your inventory. Not only that, but let's just say that you want to craft another of the same item. Like, let's say, for example, you have one circuit board, you just came across materials to make another one circuit board. Instead of having to pull up that menu to craft that circuit board, you just go to the circuit boards you already have in inventory and press and hold square, and it'll just make another one. Tip for the day. So, cool little tricks you pick up along the way like that. Alright, do I have exosuit storage? I do. So let's grab this, let's snag this stuff. So I need that. I need that. And I need these. Sweet, 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 sweet. I want to get y'all's thoughts on this. On the next update, should Hello Games include technology upgrades to your thrusters so that you don't burn as much fuel taking off? Like maybe you can get like thruster tau sigma thetas, and then instead of being able to only take off 4 times before you run out, you can take off like 16 times. That'd be pretty sweet, right? Funny Imp says there's so many little things you find out all the time. Exactly, dude. Once you've been playing long enough, well, actually, I've been playing since release, and there's still things that I find out that I didn't know before, which is pretty cool. So, always, always down to learn new tricks. And by meeting cool people in No Man's Sky community, you learn new tricks and stuff all the time. Tricks of the trade and whatnot, so pretty cool stuff. For anybody out there also who has a freighter and you're having trouble getting a 6th ship to land in there, because you can have 6 ships in the game, and once you get to like 5, they stop landing in your freighter. So one of the ways that I got around that was, if you have enough money, obviously, and you can just spare buying a bullcrap C-class ship, here's what you do. So you take a ship, and you just fly outside your freighter, and you just wait. And because your freighter population has gone to 4 ships instead of 5, things will start landing in there again. So just wait for any ship to land, some C-class bullshit, whatever. Just let it go land in there. Then you go land your ship back, you go buy that one, and then now you've got 6 ships inside your freighter. What you can then do is fly to any trade outpost and swap that for something else that you want. And now you've got 6 ships. Because a lot of people are having a difficult time, getting multiple ships. So, that's one way that you can sort of get around that. Yeah, there we go. I better be able to buy Omegon. Sword. I swear to God, dude. You cheeky son of a bitch. You know what the hell you're doing. This whole time, I could have had Omegon. The last 16 months or whatever, I could have had Omegon. God, that pisses me off. All that searching. And the whole time it was this easy. Well, how much of it do I need to build that thing? And 300 plutonium. Done deal. Just like that, I've got this jetpack. Wherever you live at, Sword, I almost want to just fly there and kiss you on your fucking forehead. You are the anointed one, my friend. That's so tight. And I can buy Star Bulb here? What? Oh, bro. Yes! Oh, dude. Too cool. Too cool. Starkwolf says, totally funny. Did not know that, but I'm never building 10 plus circuit boards at one time. Yeah, dude, you could have just auto built those. Like, if you have enough in your inventory to build 10 circuit boards, you can just go into the crafting menu, pick the circuit board, and just hold R1 down, and it'll select the total number that you can craft, and then just hit that button, bro, and it'll just make them all. Yeah, if you guys haven't been doing that, it's obviously you've been wasting time. It came out with one of the patches, and like some of the quality of life stuff and inventory management stuff that came out with the last update has been a fucking dream. Um, yep, see, sword already jumped in on there. R1, R2 allows you to craft multiple units. Exactly. Funny Imp says if you're on PS4, just keep spamming the R1 button. There you go. Remus says, anyone else excited for the PS4 release of Everspace? I am, bro. I'm Everspace is going to be tight. Look that up, guys. That's going to be really, really cool. So I am excited about that. It's going to be a sci-fi sort of adventure game, space adventure game, guys. It's on PC, but it's coming to PS4 if it's not already available. But it is coming to PS4, and it's going to be cool as shit. So I am super looking forward to that. And I'm just taking a second to get caught up in the chat, guys, so I apologize. Legend says, these hopping pineapples are my favorite creatures. Love them. Yeah, dude, but I've never seen the one before with like the long, thing sticking out. It's pretty awesome. All right, looks like Stark had to get out of here, so appreciate it, buddy. Shout out to Stark Wolf. Thank you for coming to the chat. Sword says, show Panda some love. Smash that like button. Please do. Please do. Rima says, what's deuces? Like, peace out, deuces. Nope. Like it upgrading pulses does reduce usage currently. Some slang for you, Remus. Yeah. Dude, Omegon, dude, I'm so excited. Sword, thank you so much for that. I feel like I can fly now. Like, that is unbelievably legit. Oh, and I can sell those circuit boards right here. Did I miss it? There it is. 64 million. Let's get the rest in here.
Units received.
And just like that, guys, we're almost back to 100 million units, so... Plus, if you guys don't have freighters, then you're not able to store multiple ships. Like, I've got 6. I've got 2 exotics, 2 fighters, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I've got 3 exotics, 2 fighters, and a hauler. So... probably what I'll do, actually, is I'm probably going to head back to... Nah, it won't be regrown right now. Let's go someplace new. Try out that jetpack. Dude, this friggin' freighter, dude. Oh. Alright, and then we'll claim 1 for the hub. Hey, there's the star system I named after you, Funny Imps. Nope, I was already there. Yeah, let's try this one. Bacon Pancakes in the house. What's going on, dude? Thank you for joining the chat. He says, nice setup, Panda. Appreciate it, appreciate it. Sword says, credit to Xena Slave who told Zane intern had it in a tutorial. About the Omegon? Yeah, whoever fucking learned about that has my eternal thanks. Because I've had that blueprint for like a year, dude, and I've just never come across Omegon in the wild or at any trade terminal. Just one planet, huh? It's going to be a scorched planet, it looks like. Legend Production says, I definitely have to check out Everspace. Didn't see that yet. It's going to be sick, dude. It's a cool game. I've been keeping my eye on it. Alright, bro, you got like a cloaking device? What the hell just happened there? Alright, let's try out this jetpack. That is what I'm talking about. gonna get to a high point and see how far I can go. Dude, I've been so excited about this damn jetpack. Okay. Oh, so happy right now. Alright. This planet sucks. I'm gonna name it Poop Emoji.
Units received.
And we'll call it we'll call the system Nancy. I don't know why. That's just what we're gonna do. Fuck yeah. And here we go with the launch thrusters again.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
Why'd you do that? Well, let's make a warp cell.
Constructed.
Oh yeah, let's try it.
Technology recharge.
Try this again. Funny, it says, as far as your update question, I would love at least one addition level to each item, like Jetpack Omega or Warp Reactor Omega. Didn't they talk about that before? Like, wasn't there some sort of conversation or some sort of talk where there was supposed to be some like Omega technologies? I don't know. But I tend to agree with that because there's some people out there that have been rocking these status for like a year now or more, right? So they just need some sort of additional progression. So I agree with that sentiment wholeheartedly.
Hostile scan detected.
Ah. No.
Hostile ships approaching.
Did Oh, I was about to stutter so hard. Does this trophium do anything? You always get trophy for killing these guys, but like, I mean, does it actually have a purpose? Alright. Ooh. I love radioactive planets. Depending on how cool that one is, I might just move there. There's another one. Where's the other planet at? Yeah. Making myself sick. Well, let's go to the monolith. It's a Korvax system, so I'll need a Korvax casing. And then that way, because right now I'm going back to my old system every time to use a portal. But I've already opened and fed resources to and all that other kind of stuff. I don't want to have to keep doing that. So. It's available on some multi-tool tech. The multi-tool has Omega upgrades. Oh, the multi-tool tech has Omega upgrades? Really? I didn't know that. Ships need them? Didn't know that either. Boltcaster damage Omega is available now. Did not know that. I have not seen any Omega stuff at all, ever. So I've obviously not been paying attention. As for now, no use for Trophium. Should I put like storage containers, Sword, on my freighter and then just start stacking Trophium in case it's ever worth anything? Because somebody commented yesterday, I can't remember who it was, might have been Cuz Walt, but somebody commented yesterday and basically said that stuff that doesn't have any use now, still hang on to it because it may have a use later. But who better to ask than Sword the Horde? Sword says I bought No Man's Sky and Elite Dangerous same day. Almost 700 hours on No Man's Sky at the moment. 15 minutes on Elite. Well, you got to get past the learning curve. I mean, I've got more than 15 minutes in Elite. It's hard to fly, but that's part of what makes it a great game is that it's more of a simulator. The controls are a little bit more, it takes more to fly. And the navigation is a lot better, to be honest. How you move throughout space is a lot better. It's designed better. The graphics for it are better. The way that it looks when you go to frame shift looks better than Pulse Drive. Warp Drive looks better. It's a beautiful game, and it doesn't break the immersion. It's the only problem I have with No Man's Sky at the moment in terms of navigation is that when you warp somewhere, you're not identifying the star with your ship. So your ship you get this warp animation that comes up, and it sort of breaks the immersion because really at the end of the day, it's a load screen. You're loading in the next level, basically. And I feel like it's just an aesthetic change. Something that would be easy for them to do, right, is just change the warp animation. Make it seem like nothing is breaking you away from the experience. And then 100%, like, I'm on board with it, I don't do a lot of flying in No Man's Sky. I do a lot more planetary exploration, to be honest, when I'm playing on my personal time or not streaming or something. I'm on the planet more, really delving into the planet and exploring and taking really cool screenshots and stuff like that. The planet exploration is just killer. It's mind-boggling. But just a few things like that, when it comes to exploration, they can really tighten up, This reminds me of my last home planet, but the problem with my last home planet is that it was so pink, it almost hurt the eyes. This one has a lot more green, and I may move here. I'm digging this. Besides dead planets, which you can't build home bases on, radioactive planets are my favorite. I just think that they look truly alien and strange. I love them. A child emerges from the monolith. It takes a few moments before I realize that it's me. I look carefree and innocent. The little one stares up at my exosuit and tries to see me through my visor. The child suddenly starts to weep and clings to my knees. It implores me never to leave. It doesn't want to be alone. I should stay here forever. We should be reunited, whole again once more. It's great lore, dude. The lore here in this game is... I fucking love the lore. Alright. Let's get to the portal. There's some stuff that Empty Benches has been sending me about the lore, and I think I'm going to make a video on it. Just kind of like some of the things that he's been pointing out on what kind of theories that he's come up with and that him and I have talked about regarding the ARG and the storyline and what we could see in No Man's Sky next regarding story and stuff like that. So I just need to sort of get the screenshots and things that I need and some other information so that I can put together something a little bit more thorough. But No Man's Sky for life. Hell yeah, dude. Sword says a very pretty load screen. Yeah, but it was sort of one of the things that, like, I was expecting not to get with the game was like load screens. They talked about procedurally generated universe, everything is open and accessible, and just changing the animation would do more to make it feel completely open. I don't necessarily need to be able to like point to a star and then just fly straight there. You know, obviously something, you know, but like for example, you open up the star map, you pick a point, any point, what have you, okay, you select it. Once you select it, you drop out now, and let's say that this star is the one that you selected and it's highlighted. So now, just like in Elite Dangerous, you've got to take your ship up, sort of align with the star, and then pull one of these, and you're there. You know, you just give it a few minutes, and you wind up where you were trying to go. And something like that, even though you know, okay, in your heart of hearts, that it's loading something, it doesn't appear that way. It doesn't break the immersion. It doesn't break your surroundings. It looks like a sort of a logical transition into the next phase, right? So I would just like to see that. I don't think it would be hard to do. It would just be an animation. It would be completely aesthetic. Wouldn't change any gameplay mechanics, slightly, right? Because you're sort of pointing at the star. But it wouldn't be hard, and it would do a lot for maintaining the immersion. Like I said, that you're in an open and endless universe, an infinite universe. You know, I just kind of want to see that. A lot of the things that I want to see, like in upcoming updates, is nothing really like technical or hard, because I think the game is relatively perfect the way that it is. You know, there's a variety of different ways to play. Whether you want to be a bounty hunter and kill pirates and kill bounties and stuff like that, or whether you want to be a trader, a farmer, an explorer. There's so many different ways that you can play already that there's just very little I think that they could add in terms of mechanics wise, but like there's certain like little aesthetic changes that they can make to sort of make things a little better, I would say. But that's just my opinion, you know. But by and large, the game is, in my opinion, mostly perfect the way it is. I mean, multiplayer would be a cool addition, you know.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge. Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
Oh, shit.
Technology recharge. 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 Technology recharge.
Boom, boom, boom. Funny Imp says, really hope the lore is explored a lot more with Next. I would really like some more story. You know, it's funny because you can still discover story. There's still a lot. It's really weird. It's like in Elite Dangerous, sort of how you come across lore. Very similar. Very similar how you come across lore in this game. You know? I'm going to leave that up for anybody that kind of wants to screenshot it or whatever. Come visit. I'm probably going to move here, actually. Leave some comm balls. Like, I'm most likely going to make this my home base. So, but yeah, there's a ton of lore. Yeah, there needs to be more. I want to see more of like a sort of like what they did with Atlas Rises, more of a cinematic element where there's new NPCs and people that you talk to and stuff like that to sort of flesh out the lore a bit. But sort of like the ethereal background shit that you find, I dig that. Like I love that. Just coming across some of that stuff is pretty awesome. So, Legend says, I play Elite Dangerous too, but for some reason I switched to No Man's Sky after a few days. Elite is great and very realistic. Both games give fantastic experience. They're both great games, but for totally different reasons. I don't think that one is better than the other necessarily, but one is better at one thing than the other, and vice versa. Sword says, I came up playing games like Gran Turismo and GTA 3 with 45-second load screens per race or task. Yeah, and I'm definitely not criticizing that. I'm just talking about like the experience. You know, it's an open universe, and it's a very minor change they can implement that would just make it feel more open, right? It wouldn't pull you away from it. It wouldn't break the immersion you have with the game. It's a very small feature. I've been okay with it. It's my favorite game. Whatever they have now is fine, but it's just a small change that they could implement that would just make everything feel deeper, right? Make it feel more there, so to speak. Funny Imp says, so Panda or anyone, if we get a full reset with all planets and systems go back to being undiscovered, I've only been playing since after 1.3. Oh man, I can't spend hours on those planets with large wheels that have lore in them. Yeah. Just kind of going back to what you said about the reset, I'm looking forward to a reset. Every time we've gotten a reset, it's been entirely worth it, right? It has been completely fucking worth it to get that reset. Every time. There's never been a reset where I've been like, yo, this is some bullshit. Like, it's never happened. The textures get better, colors get better, the planets get richer, more things appear on them. They can fix the broken lush planets a bit, but I'm okay with the reset. Plus, I get a fresh experience out of it. You know, you get a fresh taste. So I'm down with that. That's why the consortium, with our naming guidelines, our naming protocols, is just -CH. Because if you get specific and they hit us with a reset and everything changes, then, you know, it's a fucking problem, and then we gotta move or something. You know? So it's just like, I'm looking forward to a reset. I really am. I think the game as we know it today is going to vastly change. And I'm excited for that. I'm excited for what it brings. You know, I like what they're doing. They're sort of taking a Minecraft approach, and they're providing loads and loads and loads of, you know, free upgrades over time. And I got no complaints with that, you know. I'm all for it. It's got 100% of my support. Some call them load screens. I call them P-breaks. Yeah, that too. I guess you could call it that too. I'm going to go to one more of Sword's farms, and then probably end it there. Let's see. Which one should I go to? Maybe hit up a liquid glass one, potentially. No, you know what? We'll go to Black Site 2, liquid explosive. I'm down for that. Yeah, let's do Black Site 2. Alright, anteater face, jellyfish, hot air balloon, halibut, Triforce, hands up, don't shoot, Death Star, Dragonfly, Diplodocus, Death Star, Vulture, hands up, don't shoot. Funny Imp says, I totally agree. I look forward to replacing all my ships for whatever new ones that will come, and hunting new multi-tools. Yep. Actually, on the multi-tool front, I got an S-Class multi-tool fairly early, and just decided, fuck it. You know? I lucked out, because it became, I've had it, always. It strangely became an S-Class with the update. I don't know if that's happened to anybody else, but my freighter became an A-class. All the ships, when Pathfinder happened, I got a ship. Just automatically, when I got my first freighter, there was just a ship in it. I think that was for everybody. And then, when Atlas Rises hit, all my Yeah, when Atlas Rises hit, all my ships became A classes. Really weird. But yeah, my multi-tool just suddenly became an S class, 24 slot, and I was like, hell yeah, just hung on to it. So I've had no desire or need to go finding other multi-tools. I kind of like the color pattern, the whole, red blue thing. I dig it. This is a really cool planet too. Some of the toxic planets are pretty cool. I just can't deal with that toxic rain. The planet that's my home planet right now is so radioactive that even with my Sigma Tau Theta hazard protection, I get killed. When they have like a radiation storm, I get killed in like a matter of like a few minutes. Get some of that cryzonite I just spent back. What I like for the most part is that Sword genuinely tries to get his farms as close to the portals as possible. Because I've been to some planets where like the farm is 2 hours from the portal. And I'm just like, I really want to visit this farm. But 2 hours by exocraft is pretty long, and if it's 2 hours by exocraft, it's 6 hours by foot. So you're definitely like going to use an exocraft. And it's not the 2 hours to get there that's bad. It's that once you're there, you might as well spend a couple of days there, because it's going to take you 2 hours to get back. Not to mention what it takes you to harvest the farm. So it's a huge investment with very little payoff. So I've not been to any one of Sword's farms that was more than 15 minutes from the portal. And I think this is the furthest one. Most of them are like within 5-6 minutes or so. So. Next time I stream, what I might do, next time I stream some farming stuff, what I might do is I might go to the TOG mega farms. Those are really cool too, for single resources, because each farm, oh, these are cool animals. Each farm is dedicated to one resource, whether it's cactus flesh or selenium or whatever. Like each farm is dedicated to one thing, and you get a lot of that one thing. So, might do that next. Like what I've done before is I've gone and gotten to their frost crystal planet, got a ton of frost crystal. Then gone to their selenium planet, got a ton of that. Like just a ridiculous amount. Made an impossible number of like heat capacitors. And then I went back to the star bramble one, got a ton of that. And the cactus flesh, got a ton of that. Made a ton of it, the polyfiber. And you can like hammer out some serious circuit boards just from there. Like those farms are pretty awesome too. The only drawback is that their farms are generally all about 15-20 minutes away from the portal in most cases. But TOG's got some wicked farms as well. And they're interesting builds. They're all like some sort of like castle or like weird thing. They're all interesting builds. Funny Imp says, I totally look forward to replacing... Oh, already read that. Funny Imp says, I've heard about that happening. Yeah, about stuff just randomly becoming like an A-class or S-class. Like, I'm good with it. I'm all for that. Like, that's cool, Like, give it to me. I want it, Yes, bro, my new jetpack. Oh my god. I feel like just Jared right now. I always watched his videos, man, and was like, this guy never touches the ground. And he's had that jetpack theta, dude, So glad I have it now. Dude, in PD, when a storm hits, you got 7 seconds to find a shelter. Almost there. Cuz Walt says he's back. Welcome back, Cuz Walt. You came back at a good time too, because I'm going to do this one more harvest here and then call it a day. So, appreciate you being here. Funny Imp says those are big helps to seed your own farm. The TOG farms? I never thought about it that way because I generally don't build farms. But that's a really good point. That is a good way to seed farms. And we have them in the Galactic Consortium data bank, so there you go. Sword, is that how you get the resources to build your farms? As you go to the TOG mega farms and collect that stuff? If you don't want to tell us your patented tricks of the trade, man, you know, I won't hold it against you. That's pretty cool. That goat cow fucking spider thing. That's a cool looking animal right there. Imagine getting swatted by that tail. Good lord. Cuzwalt says, have you visited any of the underground bases yet? No, but I've seen plenty of videos on them. And I watched that one that Cobra did, which was pretty awesome. Basically where they glitch the base underground. Those guys are always finding the craziest stuff. I need to visit that before the update comes, actually. I need to go visit those farms that are underground and see that. And they've gone on expeditions. They called the Yellow Submarine Expedition or whatever, where they actually went completely through a planet. They bored straight through a planet using base building, some sort of base building technique. I've never seen that, literally, completely through it. I didn't even know that was possible. And they would have these live chat sessions where they would all get together and talk and chat and like hang out and stuff, and they would all take turns or like work together, like building this thing downward. It was just insane, and they all had different jobs and duties. The TOG, man, it's an amazing group, seriously. They're doing some pretty next level shit. See, in all the bases, the farms that he has that are within the hub, he put landing pads at all of them. So let that build back up for a second. You can now fly from one side of the space station to the other side with the jetpack data tapped on. Yep. Sword says harvest everything twice, starbulb 4 times, put crops in the 6 container at the base, go buy T9 and carbon at trade stations, fill up a couple of haulers with T9 and carbon, claimed a new base, you get half back. That's what's up, dude. Good tips right there. Yeah, every ship that Sword has is a 48 slot hauler. Like, that dude is just thugging it out with the storage containers, with the storage space. Anthead Art, welcome back, dude. Good to see you in the chat. You got any comm balls with this one? Nope. Gonna leave one. Alright. Holy cow. Game started lagging out when I got near that fungal mold. Bro, this is intense. I'm actually in the hub. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I forgot to switch to my, damn it. I forgot to switch to my hauler. Oh well. Alright, what do I need to make liquid explosive? $18 million units for Fusion Igniter, dude. Oh my gosh. That's ultimately what I want to be able to make. Do I have Fusion Accelerant? Is that something that I can make? No. So acid and unstable gel. What does acid need again? Fungal mold and mordite. Alright, so let's grab this for now. It's got a ton of fungal mold. So again, every farm that he has makes like 20-something million units. So just like that, you make liquid explosive. And if you have enough inventory slots on you, which I fucked up and didn't bring my hauler, which I would normally just throw everything in there and worry about it later. But you can just come right over here and put money right in your pocket. And just like that, you know, 2,843,000. So if you end up moving to the consortium hub, you can just fly to 5 of his, bases, just doop, 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 get what you need. You can do that a couple times a day, a couple 100 million units a week, whatever. Next thing you know, you're a No Man's Sky billionaire. So hopefully I can get back up and surpass what I already had, because I was at a 500,000 units at one point, and then bought a freighter and a couple of ships. Almost totally wiped me out. Grew back to 280 something million units, and then just blew that on a freighter also. So it's like I spend it and don't hang on to any of it. Master Eagle says hi. Cobra TV with the oh my god, I'm freaking out that he's in the chat. What? What's going on, Cobra? Oh my gosh, that is awesome. Sword says Panda, harvest Mordite first to craft acid to make space. I started to kind of think about that, but late in the game. Thanks for the tip, Sword. Funny M says, yo, Cobra, I'm still laughing over the story Taco told about his girlfriend in the beach. I missed that. I need to go back and check that out. Was that the last stream that went by, or a couple back? Sword says 264 fungal cluster at that base. Funny M says, send some junk to your freighter. Started to kind of do that too, just to get it out of there. Funny M says, actually, you should be able to craft all that stuff in the freighter, sell it later. Good point. Very good point. And Cobra says, LOL, hi Panda. Dude, I am freaking out that you are here. That is an honor to see you in here, man. Like, literally, I'm sort of tripping just a little bit. Just a little bit. Very, very cool. Six hundred fungal mold to make that's kind of intense, man. It's like, but you only need 25 Mordite. We got cargo slots. Yeah. But Sword had some pretty good advice about how basically the way that he has the farm set up is if you visit each one, by the time you're done with the last one, the first one's regrown again. And then you just go back and start it over. So if you really wanted to, like, on a weekend where you get up early in the morning or something like that, or you've got nothing to do, whatever, and you want to hammer out 3 or 4 hours, you can make like a lot of money at Sword's farms. So, as I've mentioned before, everything is really well thought out, really well laid out, and makes a lot of sense. Boxed myself in. Damn it. Well, no, not necessarily. Because I think you can craft right on top of it now. Why doesn't it let you do that? I've got the Mordite, right? Yeah, that's unusual. Okay, well, we'll drop iron. Alright, so I've got 300 here. Alright, so I need more. I always forget that at every one of them you've got one of those containers at the top, Sword, and I forget about it. So what do I got there? So now I need unstable gel, 5 of those.
Toxic protection. Stabilizing.
Only one. There's 2.
Product extracted. Product extracted.
246 phone close to that base. It's going to your freighter. Only in the ship or freighter can you add that way. You are Godsmack says, hey Wilderness boys and Cobras, good night from the Netherlands. What's going on, man? Thanks for stopping in and saying hi, and good night. If anybody wonders why he calls us the Wilderness Girls, you should really check out the Far Cry 5 stream. It's a terrible performance, if I must say so.
Product extracted.
Why can't I build on top of that stack? That's really getting on my nerves.
Product extracted.
Oh, that's what he was saying. I get the comment now. God. That just made me feel stupid as shit. You can only do it in your ship or your freighter that way. Gotcha. So.
Product extracted.
And then I'll leave room to make more acid, which is 250, 500, yeah, so I'll have enough space.
Product extracted.
Do what? No telling.
Product extracted.
Go ahead and sell those off.
Toxic protection. Stabilizing. Units received.
Easy G says, first time watching this show. Well, welcome, dude. So, not doing too much today, actually. Just been doing some farming. So, yesterday's stream, I came across a really badass black and gold freighter, A-class freighter 33 slot, and really wanted it because I had like a bright yellow and blue freighter of similar design, but I didn't like the color, so I decided to trade it. But mine was a C-class freighter, and I blew almost 300 million units on it, and then I bought 2 new ships, so I pretty much wiped out my wealth in the game. And I've just been farming today to try to get that back. So really, that's all I've been doing. Nothing terribly exciting, but we found out a couple of things. At least I did. So I found out that if you build a trade terminal on your freighter, you can buy Omegon, which I did not know. Because I've been looking for it forever. I have not been able to find anybody that sells it, and have not seen it in the wild. So that was a pretty cool thing that I figured out. And we've just been checking out Sword Farms. So each one of Sword's farms makes 22 million units of pop. And so I started the stream out today with 50-something million units, 52 million, and I'm back up to 78 million. And hopefully in a few days I'll be back to a couple hundred million. So, which is where I started out at. And eventually, what my goal is to get to 1 billion units before No Man's Sky Next hits. So, but I've seen you around, EZG, and I know that HiddenJewAgenda is a big fan of yours. You guys met up, actually, after Atlas Rise's update on Cobra's planet, if I remember correctly, which was a story that he was excited to tell me, and something that I haven't forgotten either. So you guys both met on Cobra's home planet, which is pretty cool, ran into each other. EZG says, hi Cobra TV, thanks for the Twitter link to this video. Bro, Cobra, thank you, man. That's so sick. I appreciate that. But yeah, dude, for any new viewers, man, welcome to Hidden Panda Show. You know, really appreciate you stopping by. Make sure to subscribe, hit that like button. I'm a little bit starstruck, so I really don't know what I'm doing right now because I got Cobra TV in the chat. It's making me kind of nervous. But yeah. So, true story, Cobra TV. One time, actually the first time I ever called into your show, I was nervous and I got very drunk. And I almost fell asleep on the phone with you. Which actually happened to me the first time that I got on the chat with Boondock. Boondock and Iceman Third ID were streaming one time, and I didn't realize that when I jumped into their PlayStation 4 party. And when I found out they were streaming, I got scared. So I started hammering down some gin and tonics, which I guess is my MO. And I fell asleep during a live stream snoring. And I woke up the next morning with these headphones on the couch. But yeah, when I get nervous, I guess I drink gin and tonic. Ibrahim's in here. What's going on, Ibrahim? Welcome back. I love your channel logo, Ibrahim. Like all those colors, that's like my shit. Oh, Ibrahim noticed we got Cobra in the chat. He's freaking out now too. You gotta hold it together, Ibrahim. Can't be two of us. Can't be two of us, man. We both can't be freaking out. And we got EZG, who I've seen everywhere as well. So. So sick. That's so awesome. Alright, what do we need to make? I don't have any more acid, do I? Nope. So I just need to focus on making acid, so more of this stuff. So Cobra, I missed the last couple of live streams. You've been doing them daily, so I missed a couple, man. But obviously, you guys have been talking about No Man's Sky Next. You know, if you're still watching, do you have any new ideas on what we might expect to see with Next? You know, I've been talking with my viewers about the fact that you know, obviously, me and you agree on this, that nothing was about to leak regarding the update. That was just something that I believe that Sean Murray sort of just stated. Under his own volition, but just use that as an excuse to like let it go. But the last subcast I watched, you were still kind of worried about some of the language with the 505 games and stuff like that, and a lot of that language is also on GameStop and Best Buy and Amazon as well. So I'm starting to really think that that language is they're being dead serious. They know exactly what they're doing, and this update is going to be way crazier than we think it is. Or are you still a little bit worried that they're going to make a lot of the same advertising mistakes that they've made before? What are your thoughts on that, Cobra? Oop, got a sentinel stuck up in there. Sword's got a pet.
Stabilizing.
Legend Production says, hello, Ibrahim. Yeah, we got Cobra himself and other awesome people here. Funny Imp says, please tell me you posted that stream. Kix, what's going on, Kix? I like the No Man's Sky community. It's small but active, and that's what makes it so special. And everybody's so cool, man. Like, everybody is... I agree, Kix. Like, everybody's just super, super chill, man. You go to a lot of other communities, and it's just a bunch of people slinging a bunch of racist slurs and being immature and attacking each other, and I don't get that vibe. Everybody's so supportive. We all go to each other's streams. We all hang out with each other. We all, everybody supports everybody, and that's what's so cool about it. It's the best community in gaming I've ever seen, just because it's just so positive all the time. It's just always positive. Can't ask for more.
Product constructed. Product constructed.
Cobra, I don't know if you noticed when you stopped by the channel, but unless it's changed, the last time I checked, we were like at 594 subs. I'm really hoping to hit 600 by the end of the week, because I just think that would be super dope. This channel is not even a year old, and that's just a testament to the No Man's Sky community. The game's been out almost 2 years. This channel got started like not even that long ago, and me and HiddenJewAgenda have, with y'all's help and support, have been able to get to almost 600 subs, and it's crazy, man. It still blows my mind. But yeah, if you guys are new to the channel and you want to see what else we do over here, because we make edited videos. We don't just do streams, but we do edited videos as well. Every Friday we do a featured farm Friday video where we feature some farm from the No Man's Sky Consortium Hub community or the Consortium Databank period. We do like screenshot sort of like slideshow videos, speculation videos, and live streams. So we try to keep the content flowing here as often as possible. So, make sure you like and subscribe. Alright, what do I need? More fungal mold.
Product constructed.
I hope so, man, or we will have a huge money shot. What do you mean by that exactly? I don't think I've heard that phrase before. Money shot. My brother from the other living room just yelled out, "Come in the eye." Is that what that means?
Product constructed.
Cobra, you know you're in the short list of people that inspired me to start a channel, by the way. Just figured I'd throw that out there. I wouldn't have done it otherwise. But I was happily playing this game all by myself, thinking everybody hated it. And then one day, I saw Just Jared's video when the Galactic Hub was formed, or when people were making a trip there. Then I came across Boondock Gaming's video going to the hub, and then I was like, that's pretty sick. And then I started seeing videos from Cobra TV, and I was like, yo, let me check this out. And then that right there pretty much just pulled me in. And I've been a big fan of the No Man's Sky community ever since, and very active. Like, I'm in 4 different aminos. I've got a YouTube channel. I'm in Cobra's chat like almost every time usually. So, normally don't miss a show, but missed the last couple. But pretty much, I've got Cobra TV and a few other people to thank for this community, or at least easily being able to find it and you know, realize that there was something here. So that there was other people that played that I could play with and have fun. And the guy that helped me start the channel, HiddenJewAgenda, who's the other host for the channel, I met him through Cobra TV, and we're basically best friends. We've never met in person, but we're like basically best friends for the most part. So, cool stuff. Let's go ahead and sell these off. This sequence here would have been a lot quicker if I would have remembered to get my my hauler. I got a 47 slot hauler that would have just made this super easy, but I forgot it, and I don't have a lot of slots to play with. So I'm doing this weird little song and dance right now with this stuff. Whew, we're getting close to 100 million again. Funny Imps, thanks for stopping by. Easy G says, looks like Cobra washes dishes like me. Kick says, I'm waiting for next before joining the hub. There you go, man. You know, I'm one of the leaders of the Galactic Consortium. We just started our own hub that's predominantly going to be seeded farms. So, you know, we've got a few residents there already, but we're also going to have a network of just farms that you can visit while in that hub system. Because the consortium essentially is sort of like a prosperity for all, like, come here and get this money type setup. But Cobra's got the Convergence hub that he started, so a lot of great communities out there to join. The Galactic hub is not the only hub, but it is the first hub, I want to say, and the most populated. But yeah, there's a lot to join. So I love when those things like pop up and wiggle like that. It's probably a weird thing to say. But yeah, guys, you got a couple of portal codes from here. You saw me jump around a couple of Swords farms. Anybody that's looking for Omegon, make sure you buy a freighter, put a trade terminal on it, and you can just buy it right at your freighter. But yeah, check out the Galactic Consortium. Check out Sword Farms. If you're playing on PC Permadeath, check out AlexiSec from the Amino Hub. We have his farms listed in the Galactic Consortium as well. For anybody that jumped on late, sorry, I'm going to go ahead and cut the stream. I think I've been streaming for like 2.5 hours, 3 hours now, or something like that. Always lose track of time because I have fun with you guys in the chat. But anyway, thanks for stopping by. I don't know if I'm going to farm the next time, but I might do some more like hub exploring and just like naming planets. I named an entire star system after Funny Imps yesterday, and I was roaming around in that system earlier before I started the stream, so, but it's pretty cool. But thank you guys for stopping by the channel. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the Hidden Panda Show. Make sure you like and subscribe. Cobra, loved having you in the chat. It was really dope. Like, seriously, like, it means a lot to me that you were here. Easy G, thanks for stopping by. Kicks, welcome. Make sure you hit the notification button as well so that you can be notified of streams. If you're on PlayStation 4, there's the Hidden Panda Show community on PlayStation 4. Make sure you join that. I create the event in there initially, so anybody that's part of that community gets the notification as well that I'm going live, and then go ahead jump on the voice chat with Panda, so you can get on there with me and chat as well. Every now and again, we'll have people drop in. Like yesterday, had Boyd Gaming drop in the chat, actually said hello and speculated with me about No Man's Sky Next a little bit. So I love having somebody else sort of co-host and join the chat. So make sure you do that. And appreciate it, guys. Thanks for stopping by. As always, I'll catch you guys later on the No Man's Sky universe. Panda out.